Welcome back to DungeCraft Season 3, Feed the Beast mod pack. My name as always is Maxwell, and today we're going to be doing some building. So, I think I've showed you this setup before. My recycling machine company things back from Mistcraft to recycle into scrap. We have pretty much a full diamond chest of scrap now, as that quarry is producing a ridiculous amount of stuff. Just bear with me one second. So sorry about that, I thought my sound recording had bugged out, but apparently it hasn't, and it is fine. So with all this scrap, we are almost ready to begin building the mass fabricator and get all of this lovely scrap turned into UU matter, but that's not what we are doing today. No, today we are going to be building foundations because our group project is almost ready to begin, and that is building a high voltage solar array factory, and we are almost ready to begin work on that. So I'm just heading out now, and I'm going to lay some foundations in the general area because it was left to me to try and find a decent spot. Get out for your chicken. Okay, you're allowed to live because I missed. So yeah, to find a good spot. So my ideas were basically in this area right here because it's nice and close to Pyrostasis and myself, and John's not too far away either. In fact, I think Elemental Steve has decided to relocate somewhere to the other side of Pyro's massive mega castle there. And I think Silent Mist's actually gone back to the forest now, so everybody is actually relatively close to each other. So that was the first idea, but I think what I've settled on is we're going to build the factory in this area here. So these stairs are basically going to link up to it, so you'll come along here. I think we'll have the road continue along that way or link up this way. So the idea is basically to lay the foundations around about this area here. Let's take out this one annoying grass block. So yeah, I think this area, cause it's nice. I mean, that is ridiculously huge. Look at that. So it's nice and close to this area, but I mean, John's not too far away. I'm not too far away. Pyro's not too far away. If Silent is back in the forest, then he's not too far away, and neither is Steve. And it'll be fairly easy to link it all up with roads, seeing as the roads already go here. So whereabouts are we going to put it? I really wish we had equivalent exchange with flying rings still here, so that I could actually just take off and have a look around and see from the air what would be the best place to build the factory. But can't do that because Swiftwolf's Rending Gale has been removed from the game, unfortunately. Let's have a think. I'll tell you what, I'll pause it there and I'll come back when I've found a decent spot. Okay, so I've decided to change the spot ever so slightly. I couldn't really get a good position in the area over there where it wasn't blocking the view of the bridge, the magnificent bridge that the build team built, or the giant tower, which will inevitably be the part of the city. So I couldn't find a good position where the factory wouldn't block views of that. So I've decided to move it slightly closer to mine and Pyro's base here, but it's kind of more in the center of this little road area. And if you remember, because of these flowers, this is actually the hilltop where we filmed the intro to the season. So season 3 began right on this hilltop, so I thought it was pretty fitting that we would build the foundations here. So just going to go ahead and start marking out where the foundations are exactly going to lie. So I want a pretty big factory because there's going to be lots of automated systems going on in there, because we're going to have to build solar panels and then low voltage solar arrays, then medium, and then eventually high voltage solar arrays, and then we're going to have an output for that. But then we're also going to have what am I trying to say? Forgetting how to speak English there for a moment. So we're also going to have plenty of inputs, because we're going to need to sort of input all of the raw materials, so even down to crafting things like the electronic circuits, so the copper and the rubber and all of the iron. I thought that was a player there, but it's a chicken. All of the iron, all of the wood, basically everything will need its own separate input. So that's going to be fairly complicated to build and may require quite a bit of space. Oops. So just, I don't want that kind of stone. I also don't want to lay a torch. Come on, tech it. It's chiseled stone that I wanted. Chicken just having a walk past there and having a look. Probably should have brought some more torches with me, as I spent so much time dallying around looking for the place to put the foundations. It's now going to get dark. Probably going to have some kind of basement area as well, probably where we just keep some kind of secret experiments and things we don't want people to see, like an NPC prison camp or some such nonsense. But so I'm not just gonna lay the, oh my god, what is it with you and stone? Give me the right stone. Oh, that one was right. Okay, there we go. So what was I saying? I was saying I'm not just gonna lay the wall foundations, I'm gonna fill this in and make this complete. So, oh god, it is really getting dark. So we'll lay some torches down. Oh, and it begins to rain. Fantastic. It seems to do nothing but bloody rain on this server, and I'm out of torches. Ah, well. Suppose I have nano armor and a nano saber. I'm also pretty starving. So if somebody wants to come and make trouble, I should be more than capable of dealing with it. So basically for the factory, it's just going to be a giant square, but it's going to have this little sticking out bit at the back, which I was thinking not building as part of the building itself, so have it as sort of like, what's the word I'm looking for? It's not really a courtyard, because a courtyard goes in the centre of things, but it will be sort of like a yard, so it will be enclosed with probably walls and iron bars. And I was thinking maybe have chimneys, or in fact build it as part of the factory, but maybe only have it 1 story high, and then have some giant smokestack chimneys protruding out of that, just to make it look a bit more industrial. Because we want, well, I don't know about everybody else, but I want this thing to look dirty and industrial, and as if it's straight out of some kind of steampunk world. I think that would be best. We haven't quite decided on a building material yet. We're still kicking around ideas of whether it's going to be regular stone, stone brick, dark stone. We just haven't really decided yet. It's probably not going to be made out of wood. So let's face it, wood is reserved for log cabins, and it's probably not going to be marble, as marble is a little bit too ostentatious. It's reserved for Parthenons and people who want to show off. Looks like that's an angry zombie over there. Did he spot me? He did indeed. Come on then, get some. Ah, no match for my mighty nano saber, which I want to switch off so it doesn't run out of power. How is my shovel doing? Not too great. I probably want to invest in a diamond drill. I think a drill can be used as a shovel as well, because that thing never breaks, it just runs out of charge. And power is one thing we are not short of at the moment, because we have our own low voltage solar array. Obviously when this factory is up and running, high voltage solar arrays are going to be fairly awesome. And even if we can just produce a few of them just to dish those out, or even if we, after getting the high voltage solar arrays here built, we construct some kind of power plant, some kind of place that would centrally store power, and then we can maybe use either glass fibre cables or teleport pipes. So I'm not 100% sure if glass fibre cables are lossless. If they are lossless, then we can just link up everybody's base with glass fibre cables under the ground. But if they are lossless, we can maybe do some kind of teleport pipe conversion system, and then everybody can just draw power from the central power station. I think that would be a good idea. It's very communist. Everyone's sharing power. And maybe as a backup as well, if the solar arrays go down, like if it's raining for a few days, which it always seems to be on this server, it's always bloody raining, then we can just have a coal fire generator in the back there, just as an emergency. And then maybe eventually we can upgrade it into a nuclear reactor, although I can see where that's probably going to end. Either someone will break in and steal all of the uranium and then decide to make a nuclear bomb and blow someone up in the final prank, or we'll probably build it incorrectly and... Oops. Mining laser a little bit too quick. I'll just go fill that in now while I'm here, before I forget. So, yeah, or we'll probably, knowing our luck, or at least knowing my luck, build it incorrectly and it will go nuclear and kill us all. I know if I was left to build a nuclear reactor, I'd probably end up killing us all. Not on purpose, obviously. I'd just... Playing around with nuclear power seems pretty dangerous. I've seen one of those nuclear reactors go critical in Tekkit, and it's not a pretty sight. Okay, that looks like everything dug out. Let's get this baby filled in. Not too sure if this is going to be enough. Oh, what's this Jackson doing? Get here. Haha! Oh, must remember to turn that thing off. Oh, I'm going to run out of juice pretty quickly. And this is going to switch to the wrong kind of stone. Oh! Bloody zombie. This one's wearing armour. Not that it makes any difference. Okay, let's get back to this. So, we need to craft some more chiseled stone. So I think no matter what material we decide to go for on the walls of the building, I think this chiseled stone for the floor looks fantastic regardless of what material you choose, so it's a pretty safe bet that this will be acceptable for the floor. And if not, we can always just build up an extra layer. And was that... I'm sure I just saw purple... Yeah. There's purple Enderman stuff going on. And I left my nano saber running. Just like I said I shouldn't. So yeah, that was weird purple Enderman colours. No idea what that is. Probably an Enderman just under the floor. And oh god. Oh, there he is. Zombies a bit tougher than skeletons. There we go. Guy's dealt with. My word, will you just go away? I'm trying to build a factory. Oh god, now this creeper's spotted me. Jesus. I'm trying to work. There we go. So yeah, what was I saying? Yes, chiseled stone, fairly safe bet when it comes to a flooring material. I just hope we haven't built this thing on top of an Enderman dungeon, as those guys teleporting in and stealing blocks could become very annoying. My god. Come here. These guys are dropping shards of minium, which I would quite like to pick up. There we go. There's another one just here. Oh, and some gunpowder. I think I would prefer the gunpowder over arrows. This gunpowder can be used to make TNT, and TNT is a great party trick. So may not have enough chiseled stone, because the mistake I always make is I think I have enough materials to do something and then it turns out that I just don't. I've made considerably less than I need. Have I been spotted? No, not yet. So yeah, maybe... Oh god, I'm sure I turned this thing off. So maybe the area that I was originally thinking for the factory, the one over next to the bridge, we can probably get away with building a smaller structure there as the power plant. That's going to be using the solar arrays from here. Am I getting shot at? Didn't even need to hit him. Bloody stupid skeleton. So yeah, we can maybe, once the solar arrays are finished being built here, we can maybe stick them on a minecart and ship them out by rail to the power plant. Oh my god. There we go. Unreal difficulty placing blocks today. So yeah, because just pumping them would be far too easy and not really industrial enough. So maybe once they are built, get them shipped out via rail, would be fairly cool and fairly industrial. And they can head off to the power plant, and then we can, yeah, start producing solar energy. But like I said, we're definitely going to have to build a backup coal-fired generator in there just for the numerous days when it isn't sunny. Oh wow. I'm going to have just not enough, I think. 32 blocks. Damn it. I'm going to have to make some more chiseled stone. Well, I was a bit closer on my estimate than last time. Or, not last time, but usual times when I think I've made enough of something and then I'm like 20 stacks too few. I don't think I can make... Can I use the minium stone to craft cobblestone? Ah, yes, but then I need to cook the cobblestone, and I can't do that here. So, was that Steve joining the game? It was indeed Steve joining the game. So, you get the idea though. This is going to be the floor plan of the factory. This little bit sticking out the back is going to be the one floored bit with the chimney stacks. Maybe for whatever power that we need to power the factory can go in this little back section here, and then we can have the smokestack chimneys above it, and again it'll just give it a much more industrial feel. So I won't bore you with it. I'll probably just finish that off once I'm off camera, and then you can start seeing the progress of the factory from there. So thanks very much for watching, guys, and I will catch you next time.